Hello and good morning everyone. Um, Welcome back to yet another video on the channel. And a very good morning to me basically because I woke up to Euro Yen reaching my target. Well, I am not fully out at the moment. I'm expecting the price to go even lower now. But an update on the Euro Yen trade that was posted yesterday on the channel. So just gonna walk you through a little bit. It's not gonna be a long video, but I'm gonna point out some really important factors in the video for you to understand. So these videos are gonna keep coming. I hope they help you with your trading. They help you educate yourself with going in the right direction and stuff like that. Okay, so basically when we made the video yesterday, the prices were hereabouts, and I said in the video that I'm looking to add size to it. Could not really find um, a nice entry on this because of how the price started to react from hereabouts. Of course, if you take a look at a higher time frame, it is an important area, and you do expect a reaction from here because the last time prices were hereabouts, they started to buy and went all the way up to there, right? So you do expect a reaction from the prices in here, but then the overall analysis coming from an even higher time frame was that the price is going to continue to go lower. I could not find an entry to add size on this, but whatever was running. As I told you yesterday that I took some profits hereabouts because it's a problematic area, right? You can see that as the prices came up, the last time the price was here, it went all the way up to there, and it's a pretty strong push. So, it could be problematic for the cells. It did turn out to be a little problematic for the cells, but then eventually the cells take over again. And so far, as of right now, the prices have done about 30R. If I, yeah, 34R. And if the analysis does stand true, because from the higher time frame perspective, now we're at a very tricky area. Now, I woke up to see the prices at around 30, 31, 32R, and I took out more profits. But I always do this. I always leave some of it to run with my stop loss to break even or even higher or lower. Because whatever's coming afterwards is a bonus, right? So now what I'm expecting on this is, if I'm not interested in trading this right now at the moment, I'm not. I've just left some of it to run. Today we have euro interest rate later during the evening. I think 15 minutes into New York Open. Let's take a look. Yeah, 15 minutes into New York Open, we have ECB interest rate decision. So that could move euro, as you might have witnessed that CAD interest rate moved CAD yesterday. I'll make a video on that too. Took two trades on that. One of them amazing, one of them not as good. But I'll make a separate video for that. Will be posted today. Uh, but right now, let's just focus on yens, right? So what I want the price to do now is to break through this area. So that would be, again, a new seller that would be introduced into the markets as it happened up there, right? And here. So if you take a look at a higher time frame, if this seller is selling at the moment, right, because this is all one seller, as we've discussed this multiple times, this is all one seller because the price as it went up there started to sell, continued to sell aggressively all the way down to there. If it is this seller selling, the prices should break through, and the pullback to that would be for another sell. I'm aiming for the prices to come all the way down to here, if not lower, but we'll see how the price action turns out in this. So, of course, what you can do is try and figure out where the price is going to go, but at the same time, you're going to have to keep an eye on the price action. And the example of that I'll show you in another video that I'm going to post today about the pound dollar buy trade that I mentioned in the community yesterday. Did not give us an entry, it just continued to buy. But if we'll talk about that in the pound dollar video, right? Now, what I want to show you guys is, as we discussed, the possibility of yen getting stronger this month. In the beginning of the month or in the beginning of the week, we discussed the possibility of yen getting stronger during the week. Let me take you to the rest of the yens, right? Take a look at CAD yen. Okay, let's remove all of this. Now, CAD interest rate yesterday strengthened CAD, right? If you've been through charts, if you've looked at charts, you would know that the interest rate came out and CAD started to gain some traction and momentum. And I did buy CAD yesterday. Did not buy it on CAD yen though, because uh, at the back of my head, I knew that the analysis tells me that yen is going to get stronger. I did buy CAD yesterday after the interest rate, not at the interest rate, but after the interest rate. I'll make a video on that in a while, and that will be posted today. You'll be able to see. But what I'm trying to show you is we've seen euro yen done a massive sell. We've seen CAD yen. We discussed this, that the prices have broken below, so we're going to continue to sell at least all the way down here, if not lower. And it is what is happening right now. The price is continuing. It's coming all the way down to here. It should reach here, if not today, maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. Take a look at Swiss franc yen. So as we this drawing has been here for since Sunday. I did not just do it. It's been here since Sunday. Uh, and if I delete it right now, although it did not spend a lot of time up there as I expected it would because of the range, but as of right now, it's a brand new seller, right? On daily, on 240, on 60, it's the same freaking seller. So the price just pulls back and goes lower. But what I'm showing you right now is the correlation on yen. All the yens are moving together. Together. If you take a look at Aussie yen now, Aussie is fairly strong at the moment, right? If you go through the charts, you'd be able to see that Aussie is fairly strong at the moment, but the seller came in on Aussie yen too after taking liquidity, taking stop losses, turning people to the opposite side of the markets, whatever you want to call it. There are multiple different names of different things, but the logic and the concept remains to be taught, right? So Aussie is fairly strong. If you go through Aussie um, against any other currency at the moment, Aussie is buying massively. Euro Aussie is in a deep sell at the moment. Aussie dollar buying massively. Aussie Swiss franc buying massively. Aussie CAD I didn't really go through, but so not gonna go through in this video because this is focused on yens. So a seller on Aussie yen also came, made multiple lower highs and lower lows all the way down to here, right? Let's go to um, pound yen. Oh, what a massive trade. Pound yen, exactly the same as euro yen, has come all the way down to here as we discussed that although the daily looks to be a buyer, right? The daily looks to be a buyer, but the seller was so strong on the buyer on yen was so strong that pound yen sold, and pound did get a little weaker yesterday too. So now what you should expect on pound yen is if the prices go through this and then pull back to go lower, because at this price there's a buyer sitting here who bought from here to here, bought last time too when the prices came down. So, it could be a little difficult for the prices to continue to go lower as for right now, right? So what you need to be aware of now is you want to see the prices go through this area, and then a pullback into this would continue to sell. Let's go through New Zealand dollar yen. Same thing, right? New Zealand dollar, as with Aussie dollar, is fairly strong at the moment. Same's the case with Euro New Zealand, New Zealand dollar Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar US dollar. So Kiwi dollar is also somewhat strong at the moment, but the seller did come on Kiwi dollar too, went all the way down to there. Now it could start to buy from here, and if the buyer is to make money, he's going to want to go through this and then pull back to go higher. But I expect the prices to go lower and then pull back to continue to go lower. But again, it's the same thing with Kiwi dollar too. There's a buyer that bought from here, and the prices, although it came all the way down to here, starting from up there all the way, so you're challenging him, it could spend some time in these areas. I am expecting the prices to go lower and then continue to go lower. And last but not the least, the biggest of the sells is dollar yen. Discussed this on on Sunday, that the prices are going to continue to go lower. There were very nice entries on this yesterday hereabouts. The prices are continuing to go lower, and basically, you've gone through this, right? So it's a brand new seller on dollar yen. The targets are all the way down to there. At least this is a lot of room to travel. At least all the way down to there, if not lower, right? So what you want to see now on dollar yen is a pullback into hereabouts, and the prices go lower. But so what I wanted to show you guys is how massively yen is performing according to the analysis that was done on Sunday. It's it's not a rocket science. You just got to put in the time, and you have to have the knowledge to uh, be able to figure out where the price is going to go. The analysis did go a little wrong on dollar so far. Well, there's still NFE tomorrow, but looks like dollar's pretty weak, because Powell yesterday said that they're gonna keep cutting rates, so I think it could be a reaction to that. Anyway, we'll make a video on that later on. So this was about yen, and the massive trade that I was able to grab on Tuesday this week made me quite a bit of money. This is what I tell to the students in the community too. I understand there have not been a lot of trades over the period of this week. So what we focus on is quality over quantity, right? It's not like you have to trade every single day to make money. You have to trade the right trade, even if it's one trade a week, right? Look at this. This trade has given me about 15, 14 R if I compare it with the initial position that was taken, and I keep taking profits along the way. So I risked 1% on this. I risked 1% on this, and I've made 14% on this one trade. Because it was such a massive trade, I've made 14% on this one trade. And I think that's a lot of money, right? 14% is a lot of money. And this is just one trade in a week. This is what you got to realize and understand. Anyway, the video is going for a longer period of time at the moment. I'll make further videos on a couple of more trades that I took yesterday, and a trade that I was really interested in but couldn't find an entry on. Anyway, stay tuned for more, guys. Cheers.